What up, though? It's your boy UcciKhan, and you tuned in to the Winner Circle podcast.
Winning. All we do is winner. On the winner circle. All we do is
This for my money makers, we use it to educate you. Movers and shakers, tell them how you get into the paper.
on the winner circle.
On the winner circle.
On the winner circle.
This for my money makers, we use it to
All we
educate
do
you.
is
Movers and shakers, tell them how you get into the paper. On the winner circle.
Pure. Sitting at the winner circle today with OC the Great.
What up, though?
What up,
You got it.
Yeah. So today we got the author, the sample, got the artist, UcciKhan.
That government.
You hear me?
What's up with it?
You all on the internet anyway. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I ain't had nothing.
You hear me?
Ain't doing nothing, ain't had nothing.
Okay, like I say, when I think of your name, we go back to the 80s. You know what I'm saying? I used to see your name on packs and shit. You feel me?
Man.
So, where did you get your name from?
Oh, man, a name like that, I couldn't. It had to be given. It had to be gifted. I was rapping behind the wall, Jackson.
Okay.
Old young boy, official young boy. He heard, he like, man, you spin that heroin. That's that UcciKhan.
Okay.
I was like, what? Like, that shit sound kind of groovy. You got throwing it around and tossing it up, and it's been that ever since. You know? Yeah, that heroin, and that shit kind of fit my swagger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope name.
Thank you.
So, you got a story behind you. It ain't just music. You know, for the people that don't know, where you?
I'm from here. I'm a deep boy, but I got deep Chicago roots. Back and forth my whole life. Grew up there, south side there, east side here. Between gangism and dopeism. Yeah. But I was born by the river. Cross Jefferson. Yeah.
I want to ask you, how did you, what pushed you to write the book?
Writing a book, the passion of the life, really saved my life. The case that I caught that sent me to prison had me contemplating, how to get up out of here and make it feel good, And so you see yourself trapped in that type of frame, you get to ask, like, how the fuck did I get here, I just started thinking back. I just started jotting little things down, and that shit turned into paragraphs and pages, and I got obsessed with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, saved my life, literally.
I understand. Yeah. Like a lot of people, like, get you kind of like, you ever get kind of like, did you take a break in between writing the book, or did you just boom?
It took probably all of 15 years just to write the life part. It's a 3-part book, The Life, Death, and Resurrection. It probably took my whole beard and some to just get the life out. You got to relive the trauma and think about the shit that you haven't been thinking about for sanity's sake. Shit you push down and try to forget about, you got to call all that shit back. If you gonna do it right, yeah.
Okay. So like, when you went in, like, what year? Like, when did you?
I went in 94.
94.
I was 18.
Okay.
I got out in 2009. I'm 33.
Okay. Got you. It's a long time.
Yeah, but necessary. I had revenge and evil in my heart all up until after probably 10, 11 years. Had they let me out in 5 or 6 years, it'd have been terrible.
I got you.
God know what he doing, man.
So so when you a little tidbit of the book because I didn't get the book. I didn't have a chance to read the book. So just a little bit about it, for the listeners, for 'cause we're trying to sell the book at the same time.
Show you right. So it's again, it's life. I think all life begins before us. Like, what was the mother going through? What was the father going through? So it's conception. When my mother, who was a young teenage girl, got seduced by an old married man with children, and the baby had a baby. The Rolling Stone went back home.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Just growing up, very sensitive mama's boy. Just growing up in violence, man, and houses being shot up and fucking chaos, and just, watching my mama fight motherfucking grown ass men. I became the bully's bully. I embodied that shit in the most severe way. I tell people, you could check my resume. You would rather 40 motherfuckers hit your block than me.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Yeah. When it go bad, it go bad, man. I went from can't sleep with my teddy bear to can't sleep without 100 rounds. You know what I mean? So, you know where that shit leads, man. You can't. Just can't live that way, bro. They say menace to society. I just say you just can't live that way. Like, people say, what did you do? Or what? I did everything. From the time I went to sleep, woke up, it was crime. From drugs to guns to anybody, so, I did it all. You just don't last, and that's what I try to spill to these young cats. Like, that shit is short-lived, bro. It's like you trying to drive the fuck downtown on grass shit on the wrong side of the street. Sooner or later, you gonna head on collision, motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, that's it in a nutshell. Again, up until I caught my case, a 2-year-old was shot and died, got shot in the crossfire at a shootout. And I got found not guilty in court, but guilty as shit in my own heart and conscience to this very day.
Right.
And that's part of what drives me to do the shit that I do. Like, why the fuck was I spared? You know what I mean? It got to be a reason. You know what I mean? And once you get past that, I hate it, for lack of a better word, that suicidal shit. It's a passion to live now, the passion of the life, right? Like I got to amend some shit. I got to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's my whole drive, bro. Maybe a tinge of revenge. I'm human. In revenge, and not in a physical, violent way, but in a way that you shouldn't have counted me out.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have left me like. He's done. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Right. So, you are an artist too. So, when all that began? You know what I mean? Did it start when you was locked up, or were you doing this, when you was a little thing?
I've probably been rapping since 1984.
Okay.
My uncle was a DJ before that, and I just grew up with music and turntables and people coming down, MCing, and just being around that shit. And, of course, I was born in 75. Of course, before that, it was Michael Jackson, like a motherfucker, moonwalking and shit, penny loafers on and shit, and hip-hop just, took over that shit. Like, when I really knew I wanted to be an MC is, and to this day, when I watch this shit, I get goosebumps. When Russell and Ron had their little dispute, Jam Master Jay on the run, 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 run.
Yeah.
And he went out there and lit that bitch
What
up.
was that in?
Crush Groove.
Oh, okay. You talking about the movie? I thought you
Yeah.
was talking about downtown when they came
See,
to
I
the
was,
Fresh
no,
Fest.
I was a baby, man. It was all a dream, you know what I mean? Yeah, but Crush Groove and I'm like, to have that type of power. I watch LL, this motherfucker, 2 DJs rock a whole fucking stadium of people, one person.
Yeah.
MC, mic control, master of ceremony, right? That shit was powerful, man. And I just grew up doing that shit, and I just got good at it and better. And I come up battle rapping. I probably lost 3 times, probably won. Can't even count how many. You know what I mean? But went through all the stages with it. When it was positive, when it was positive, then we woke up. We was cracking bitches in the head with 40s. You know what I'm saying? So it evolved, it devolved, and now it's just some shit that I do for me. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. I know I did all my 20s and fucking incarcerated. So that dream is probably was my sacrifice or my penance for the shit that I did. I get that, but I still love it. I still feel like I got something to say. Right. Motherfuckers like me, they love it. You know what I'm saying? But so I'll be doing that shit probably shit.
Here on out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yep.
It's a lot of guys that record, they just be recording. Mm-hmm. But it seems like, as we sit here talking to you, that you know and you realize how powerful that it is when you get a chance to get that mic.
Man, so funny that she said that. Not to cut you off, but me and her, we was just talking about that.
Right.
Yeah.
How coming up, I would go crazy to hear my voice on the tape with a beat.
Yeah.
And now we got this capacity to record, to podcast. They would have killed us at one point for even thinking about this type of shit. Yes. So the question is, what do you do with it?
What do you do with it? That's right.
I love it. I like to party and I like when the women shake it up, but I need to turn that shit over and think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's some shit on here that make me say, damn.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
So what's your definition of an MC?
He's a reporter.
Okay.
He's a reporter. He lives, he's a fucking empath. He feel all the shit around him.
Right.
And if it wasn't for this vent, he would probably fucking implode and explode. Right? So he's this poet. And a poet, if you really understand the character of a poet, is often a lonely, sad, very hypersensitive person, that feels shit deeper than the average person.
Right.
And to write the poem is the vent, is the expression. So, just coming up, I'm taking all this shit in, just to, like rap, bro. You gotta remember in the 80s, man, you could be in a fucked up situation, but in my song, I can fucking fly.
Right, you can be.
I'm dominating the most powerful. I'm so
anywhere you want to go.
You know what I mean? So that shit is like therapeutic.
Yeah,
the motherfucker. So the MC is the reporter, man. He's the poet.
You know what the doctors have now found and realized that recording is therapeutic.
Dig it.
All this time.
Dig it. It's deep.
Now, it's like guys that's in a wheelchair like for the rest of their life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They want them to record. Mm-hmm. They want them to do music now.
Wow.
To stimulate themselves.
Wow.
And I know a couple guys, I'm not going to mention no names, that's, in the chair. And that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They just record. You know what I'm saying? They don't care like you. I don't care if you like it, you don't like it. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because they're putting down their life.
Yes. Yeah.
Record it, and I tell some guys, when I record them, that you're writing a book because your copyrights.
Dig it.
You can copyright 12 songs. I'm always giving them some game.
Dig it.
You can copyright 12 songs, and that's considered as a chapter.
Ooh.
A lot of guys don't know that, so they be copyright one. You can take that one and copyright 12. That's one chapter.
I love it, man.
That's why the companies, they only pay for 12 songs. That's all they pay for. Well, that's what they used to just only pay for 12. Now they want to hit you with 360.
Dig it. Dig
I
it.
want
Dig
everything.
it. Dig it. I love it, man. I love it.
Everything.
I love it.
So, with the time now, and I tell a lot of guys, and I tell women, take advantage of this time because you're on the same playing field as the majors. It may take you a little bit longer, but the payoff is great.
Yeah.
Take your time and you be patient because the whole thing is about patience with anything that you do. So, like you just mentioned about, it took you from the time you was locked down to the time you got out, you still had to write. It took you 15 to get it right. So that took patience, dedication, everything. And it's the same thing as even writing a song. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got no patience, then you can't even write that song. You can't write that song right the way the song should actually pretty much be. And this whole thing now with the music,
Get it done. Get it out.
it's just they just doing something.
Say whatever.
Yeah, they just
And
doing
then at the
anything.
end of the verse, say it again.
Right. And you got they got nothing. They have nothing but it's that damn time, and it's like guys like you, it's gonna have to be other guys step up to put some substance in the music.
Amen, bro.
Cause it's no substance. It's just whoop, here we go. Whoop, where's the next one? Bam.
You know, it's like I say all the time, man. We afraid to think. You know, we listen to music. I remember Rakim used to keep me stopping and fucking rewinding. What the fuck did he say?
What did he say?
And
What?
then,
What
and
was
then
that?
I wanted to not only know it, but I wanted to understand it.
Right.
Now, if you too deep, all that deep, fuck that shit. You blowing my high. You know, motherfucker scared to think, man. You know, but I had several people say, for a minute, man, I thought you was just crazy as fuck. But I really listen. You on some seriously deep shit.
Right.
You know, and one day, and that's what I know. One day a motherfucker, it's like, I collect vinyl. I listen to old records. And when you put a record on vinyl and it got the right setup, you hear the record like you never fucking before heard the record.
That's right.
You go back to albums like What's Going On or Superfly or fucking Songs in the Key of Life.
Those are my records.
You know
Those are
what I
songs
mean,
I
right?
listen to all the time.
Oh, for sure. Me too. I don't listen to
Yeah.
rap, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you hear that shit, you're like, shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit that inspired me to write raps.
When we talk about Curtis Mayfield, the Superfly records, he was the ghetto poet. And he was so, you listen to his records today,
My God,
they're still relevant.
my God, bro. Marvin Gaye as well.
Still relevant.
It's not only still relevant, but as you grow, the songs grow. They take on different meaning. It's like
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
You can't read a powerful book and never go back. Like after 5-10 years, when you've evolved, you need to go back to that book. You're going to see it different. You're going to get more out of it. You're going to say, oh, shit, this is what he was saying right here. So, like, shit, that's why they call it timeless classics.
Right.
And that's the type of shit I be on. Man. Like, my son, he say, Dad, why you, because I talk I got a natural rasp, but when I'm rapping, he say, why your voice like that? I say it's an instrument that I created in the way I breathe and pronounce. All that goes into the emotion I'm trying to convey, right? And I say I try to stop it, but I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I get to feeling it, it goes down into this diaphragm, this place deep down inside me,
Right.
and you know what I
You
mean?
know.
Yeah, and I
You
can't
know.
help it. You know what I mean?
When
Yeah.
I record some dudes out the time, hey, dude. And sometimes I don't even record them because they be rapping from here, from the nose, and be
Like they Jay-Z or some
I
shit.
be like, where's the tone?
I ain't feeling that shit.
You don't have no tone. I be like, what the tone?
Yeah.
Like Jay, he got his own signature at the same time. So I don't really, touch on him too much. I ain't talked to him in a long time. A lot of guys, I know a lot of guys through the industry, but I haven't talked to him in a while because I went blank off the set for almost 20 years.
Dig it.
You know what I'm saying? But the one dude that always, and I respect him to the height you just mentioned him, Rakim. He had a chance to work with Dre, but the chemistry wasn't right. So he was like, I'm good. He was on Aftermath, but he talked about it a little bit. I wasn't there. I just know going off the things I seen him talk about on the internet. He was like, the chemistry wasn't right. That's why we didn't release the record. But he's still releasing songs. You just gotta go on the internet, pull him up, because he sell his music. He scream his music.
Yeah, we just brought him to town. I've finally had a chance to meet him. He autographed my Paid in Full album.
That was great.
And we actually had him there. We had Big Daddy Kane not too long ago, but with him, we had a question where the people were able to ask him questions, and that's one of the questions that came up several times.
Yeah.
And I just believe Dre is great in what he does. Rod's great in what he does, but just because both of you are great doesn't mean
that you come together.
There you go. Yeah. You may be too great. Like what would a team look like with Kobe and Jordan on the floor at the same time?
Awesome.
Right?
That shit look awesome.
It might look totally chaotic.
Chaotic, yeah.
Right? Because they both play the exact same role.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So who gets the ball win, and what the other person gonna be doing? Why this person? I'm just saying. You know?
I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying.
And then Dre is, and we have to realize that not only do people talk different from different parts of the map, but their artistic expression is gonna be different.
Right.
So Rakim is, and I say this all the time, man. Like hip hop, it's all hip hop. However, it's subcultures even in this culture, and gangster rap is one of them.
Right.
Rakim is hip hop to the apex example or extreme. Dre is gangster rap, or which is the polar opposite of that to the other extreme. So so they say the firm flopped because you got hip hop with a motherfucking gangster rap producer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Now, the firm was dope, but I didn't understand why people didn't catch it. You know what I'm saying? I think it was kind of like before its time,
I was just about to say, could have been too dope.
Because I'll tell you another record. I'll tell you some records. Like you had from here, at the same time, we all was working in the same studio. Dre, awesome Dre, and Jay, from J to the D. We was working in North Lake Recording Studio, which Dre people is the ones that funded that. But I was glad to be a part, to be over there, to be able to work over there. Kid Rock was over there too. He came from over there. Kid Rock was also an engineer over there with us. To make a long story short, at that time, right, You had all these great people working. Nobody never knew he was gonna get a deal. He was gonna get a deal. I was gonna get a deal. Nobody never knew that because we all didn't have a deal. We just was doing what we like to do. You know what I'm saying? Awesome Dre, very smart, very intelligent, very smart, very intelligent. I seen the way I would I would never be in there when he recorded his records. Nobody would be in there. Studio, when Dre came to record, nobody in the studio. Period. Nobody in the B room. That's it. Just them. All right. My cousin, Derek Dunlap, better known as D.D., he was not Austin Dre. He was Prince Vince DJ, but he laid all the scratches on Austin Dre record. So it was like who you gonna DJ for? You gonna be my DJ or you gonna be my DJ? So it was like Derek felt he felt like he owed Vince because Vince bought him his 12s, bought his first Gucci suit, all of that. So he felt, I gotta be over here. I can't do it. So they called me to come in. But at that time, I was messing with some dudes on Mac and B with.
Okay.
So I was like, man, I can't do it. So we got Terrence Bangs. I don't think Dre was really happy with that because he used to be messing up on stage.
Dig it. Dig it.
Hey, I got a question. When you say Dre, I know you did a song with Dre. What was that, Adidas?
Yeah, it was such a fucking honor and a pleasure.
For sure.
You know, in the video, my son on the video,
Right.
You know, like I told him, you know, when they was doing, you know, the time frame in which he talking, I was a young MC on the block.
Okay.
Like admiring these dudes. I tell Awesome Dre all the time, you don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like you was a fucking, like take for example, Easy B and DJ Los.
Oh yeah, that's my man, DJ Los.
I'm in Chicago, fucking 87, 88, somewhere up in there, and I go in the record store, and they like, man, I got something for you, you know, and they hit me with the tape, and they on the fucking Renaissance and shit. Fuck hearing the music. I fell out of that motherfucker. You hear me? Like, and then, you know, then when I heard this fucking shit, I'm like, oh shit, you know. So to come out and meet Dre, and like I say, now this is my brother. In fact, shit, let's see if we can pull him up, man.
Yeah.
You know, so the Adidas song. So we got a social group called the Adidas Dogs and the Adidas Dials.
Okay.
And they had did the song, and I'm like, shit, that's right up my alley. Like, I'm a dog, distinguished, Adidas wearing gangster, Levi's big, so my nuts can hang. 45 and my buttons fly, cutting the rug. Top 10, never stepped on, no cut on my drug. Right? UcciKhan, come from YBI, young boys, 100 years, some things that never die, forever fly, campaigning, call me young, I put the mix in the jive with the lotters and dawn, quinine and dawn, right? So that shit like right up my fucking alley, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, and then Dre, the song was fucking done,
Yeah.
you know? And then they like, man, Dre gonna get on the song. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so he got on it and he fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Like I say, we just brought Big Daddy Kane to town. We performed the song. Dre performed some of his joints. You know what I'm saying? And it's my brother, man. It's like, you know, I remember when I was young, they used to be like, I look like him. You look like Lil Austin Dre.
light
Yeah,
skin,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah.
Dre and them had a presence. I mean, we did a show at the Brotherhood. It was us and Detroit Most Wanted. And that's when it was like I was doing all my scratches for real on stage.
Oh, yeah.
So that's when it was like, dang, what? Who?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they knew.
Say J in that thing.
Yeah, they knew. But it was like that was like one of my first debuts on stage. But it was like I was always in the studio doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that for people. on that day, that show, I remember seeing them walk in the room. They had a whole presence. It was just a presence.
The hardcore
Stand
committee.
back.
Hardcore.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
They came in there. Everybody's like,
Yeah.
it's awesome joining the hardcore community.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like, man,
They pretty dope.
they should. His shows was always sweet.
True MC.
You got a record label, right? It's
Yeah.
called you. I hear you say throwing up your H's. So
Yeah.
talk to me about that.
So Hustle Man is basically my uncle in Chicago. He had the newspaper stand. He had the candy store at the back door.
Okay.
And he was the original Hustle Man.
Okay.
You know, and then we just took that shit and ran with it. You
So
know?
it's called Hustle Man.
Hustle Man Entertainment or Hustle Man Inc. Yep, HMI.
Okay.
Yep, and my uncle, DJ No, he's the founder and the president. And I just came home. You know, I paroled to his house, studio in the basement.
Right.
Boudang shot my first video. I seen my shit on TV.
Okay.
I'm going to fucking clubs. They fucking shout me out on the goddamn. and I thought I'd fucking made it, right? You know, and in my own way, I did for me, right?
Yeah.
You know, I heard cars bumping my shit. You know, people recognizing me at the store like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, for me, like, that shit was just dope as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know? But, yeah, I'm a hustle, man. That's what it is. Like, all my life, I've been courted by record labels and made a million promises. Like, I tell people, I'm good now, but I was sweet as fuck when I was 15, 16. The only problem is I be talking about the motherfucking Mac smoking, and that bitch literally in my pants smoking like a motherfucker.
Right.
If you can't live, you know, you gotta either give it all to the art or give it all to the street. You know, and,
Right.
and I gave it mostly to the street, and I lost to the streets, right? But you know, it was real as fuck then, and it's real as fuck now. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a
Thank God that you blessed and you still here.
Oh
Right.
man.
You
Real.
just had that. You just had that monster, right?
Oh yes.
Okay.
It had the whole family had that motherfucking monster,
sure,
man.
for sure.
You know, and
Oh, y'all talking about that?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the whole family had that
Oh
monster.
man,
man.
me too, man.
And I'm so grateful that, you know, I'm fucking emotional as shit, man. Like, you know, I put a few teary videos on there, like just you know, and I like, you know, again, bro, I'm fucking battle hard as fuck. You know, been shot, been fucking pinned down, been had to make a way, you know, but to be fighting some shit that you can't see,
Can't see.
can't get your hands on and choke this
That's
bitch.
war.
You understand what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah.
whole nother level.
Yeah.
Now you really got to tune in to what we call faith and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But even more than that, I'm a proactive guy. You know, before it was ever a pandemic, my kids, black seed and elderberry syrup and fucking, I do that shit as a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you know, it'd be delusional to think that it's a fucking bug flying around and that bitch ain't gonna bite you.
Right.
Question is, what you gonna do to prepare the temple to combat this shit, you know? So we ate that shit. Like, my mama ate that shit so fast. You know, my baby girl, she just turned 2. She ate that shit so fast. And of course, they say, you know, the Omicron, whatever the fuck version or whatever, is not as severe. I can say shit like that shit kind of kicked my ass a little bit for
Yeah.
2-3 days, right? So anything worse than that, goddamn, right? But at the same,
It had me for a week.
yeah, you know, yeah. Well, I mean, it had me longer than that, but it was just a severely rough
Yeah,
3 days.
that first week.
Yeah, actually, I still kind of be like, what the fuck going on type shit. You know, that's how you know this is some evil, created, made,
Yeah.
targeted, directed shit. Like, this shit is not, the fucking wind didn't blow COVID into existence. You
Right.
understand? This shit is evil, man.
Right.
You know, and to me, to beat it is a fucking buck to evil. Like, bitch, God is real, you know, and so much so and I don't do debates. I let people believe, but I don't do vaccinations.
Right.
You know, my children have never had a needle put in their fucking body. So I love my job, but I almost lost my job from a mandate. And they like, but I don't really get it. I say, let me help you understand. If a motherfucker came to my door with $1 million in cash, I'm not taking the vaccination.
Right.
If a motherfucker came to my door with a cannon barrel, I'm not taking the fucking vaccination.
Right.
So y'all see you used to. I'm not that motherfucker that just talk. I'm convicted. You understand? Like, I mean what the fuck I say, man. And it gets deeper than whether I believe it work or not. Fuck that.
Right.
The problem comes. Well, that's we know that, right? In fact,
We know that.
In fact, here's what. See, I'm smart. I'm fucking smart. You can't tell me that the numbers are worse now that you've introduced the cure. They should be less.
Should be less.
Right? So we know it don't work. But
Right.
that ain't even the issue with me. The issue is how the fuck you gonna make me do anything
That I don't want
that
to
I
do.
don't want to do. That is the issue. And then it's so evil that it splits families. Where families are judging family members. If you're not, I done heard where a parent done told the kid, if you're not vaccinated, don't come up. That's the fucking devil, bro.
I had a partner that I known for many years, and he was like, "You vaccinated?" I was like, "No." Well, I guess I won't be seeing you no more. So I guess you won't be seeing me.
Deep as hell. That's deep as hell.
Yeah.
That's deep as see.
I said, I guess when we gonna see each other on these iPhones, I said, I'm always gonna still call and still check on you. I said, but no, I can't.
You would think the way that they pushing it that they were getting paid. You see, I'm smart. I know the books like the back of my hand. I slept with them, right? I've been in a place that forced me to be with nothing else, right? So I know the books. So when I see certain shit, I can immediately relate it to scripture.
Right.
We living in the last fucking days. Pestilence, famine, the mark of the beast, wars, rumors of wars, all this fucking shit. We are here now.
Let's not forget about robots.
Bro, listen, fam, listen. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something that's gonna trip you out. First of all, why in the fuck do the CDC have a zombie preparedness document on their website?
That's
Right?
yeah.
So you watch these movies, and they say the CDC. Remember on The Walking Dead, they had to get to the fucking C. So I'm the type of motherfucker. Let me tell you the type of motherfucker I am. If XYZ never happens, that's fine. But that don't the fuck mean I ain't prepared for it to happen.
Right.
So I don't give a fuck if it's a robot, a zombie, an alien. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm ready to throw the fuck down. You understand what I'm saying?
Same space.
Yeah, I'm ready to throw the fuck
same
down,
space.
Man. It's to be honest with you, bro. I love life. I do. I love my people. I love my family. But, excuse me. But if you said, there go the button right there to end this bitch right now, what you gonna do? I push it without a second thought. We evil, bro. We are at our low. We think we have evolved. We are fucked up on a human
actually not going
level.
anywhere.
Listen. Excuse me. We worse because I'm talking about us. Don't let this light skin shit fool you.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm talking about us.
Yeah.
Right? That shit a product of some painful rape screaming at night. Don't let that shit get it twisted. I'm the blackest motherfucker you'll ever meet. Right? Us. We knew we were slaves. We knew what the fuck was on the floor. We lived with it. It was. Now you give a nigga an iPhone, some Jordans, some fucking rims, and some fucking Hennessy, and this motherfucker will fight you tooth and nail. I'm free, nigga. Fuck, ain't no struggle. Bitch, do you see me?
Not free.
We have been lulled. You can't even think about fighting if you don't even know you engaged in the goddamn fight.
Right.
We sleep, bro. Like the Wizard of Oz, poppies.
A lot of them are asleep.
Put these niggas to sleep, right? So people ask me, big bro, what do we need to get it together? Like, what the fuck will make us snap out of it? I say, you ready to hear my answer? More suffering. What? Didn't we suffer enough? Evidently, the fuck not.
But the way shit set up.
Evidently, the fuck not. See, because suffering.
We gonna suffer the way they got this shit. Well, I ain't gonna suffer.
Nah.
I ain't gonna
Listen,
suffer.
when I say, see, it ain't
These
for you.
These motherfuckers that's allowing themselves to be controlled is going to suffer.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers that
I'm gonna take a shot.
that won't evolve they mind, that won't.
God, no.
Hey, listen. One thing about me and two things for certain, we gonna talk that shit. We gonna talk it unadulterated, right? Again, I don't give a fuck who like it or love it, and I don't debate. Whatever floats your boat, but don't try to make me or fucking belittle me. You understand? Because I'm gonna give you an example. Ice Cube, since the fuck we ever heard the name Ice Cube, been pro-black, Afro with the fucking black fist in the fucking pick, and as soon as he say some shit that go contrary to niggas' emotions, cause that's how we get down. That's what we do. We vote off emotion. We fucking follow off emotion. We every fucking thing we do is, well, I feel. Fuck what you feel, my nigga. What do you think?
Right. What do you
What
think?
do you think? Soon as he says some shit contrary to way everybody else supposed to be thinking, oh, he a coon, he a fucking sellout. Goddamn, bitch, I just gave you 30 years. The first time I say some shit you don't like, I'm a sellout. And all he was saying, and I totally agree. Fuck a Republican, fuck a Democrat. Let's go talk to both of them and see who the fuck gonna dance to our tune.
Right.
That's who the fuck we getting behind.
Right.
Next time around, we asking the question yet again.
Right.
Let me see your fucking agenda.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about no Democrat or no fucking Republican.
Right.
That shit, none of that shit was ever for us. But if you want to be technical, the fucking Republican Party was established to throttle fight slavery.
Yeah.
We fell in love with Democrats with the New Deal and fucking welfare.
And they fucking us up right now.
See, that crutch. We love that crutch.
They fucking us up.
And then don't put, see, we so emotional. You want to trick these motherfuckers? Just put a black face on it.
Oh, you see what they did to Gaddafi? Look at what the black man did to Gaddafi.
See, and Gaddafi was one of our best allies.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So soon as they got Gaddafi over there, they over there enslaving niggas like it's 1600s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gaddafi was the best thing for us.
The best
thing for us.
motherfucking thing, bro. So you can't. So again, just we fucked up.
Yeah, it's true.
Obama did that.
We
The black face of Obama amongst the puppet
fam.
being a puppet
Fam,
of what they
let me-
told that nigga what to do.
Let me tell you something. Let me
Yeah.
tell you something. And this ain't, one love to the legacy, the history, the fucking overcoming and all this shit. But if, and I don't know the brother, I never had a conversation with Obama. But if he was the most pro-black intended motherfucker, it's not the right platform.
Yeah.
You'd have been blew the fuck down. When you don't groove to they tune, they blow you the fuck down.
Yeah, he had to follow their orders.
Period.
Perfect.
So people say, it's like we confused. We say, and I'm not espousing the idea necessarily of the return of Christ. I don't know.
Right.
But I do know
Right. You
of
there
this-
with me.
I do know that a motherfucker would say, Christ is the way and he coming with all the answers, but then you put your whole goddamn soul into politics. And this political figure like he the fucking Christ.
Right.
We need the new fucking world, bro. We need divine intervention. We didn't had presidents. We didn't had good ones, so-called bad ones. We need divine the fuck intervention. If that means Christ, so the fuck be it. I just don't know how to look. I don't know if he come flying out the fucking sky on a horse.
Right. I don't know
I don't
how.
know if he'll be in the mother plane, right? You understand? But we need divine intervention, bro.
Yeah,
Period.
that's true.
We that fucked up. We are that fucked up, man. That. Man, it's fucking terrifying, bro. I'm talking about like I'm trying. I just went in my head to try to get an example, but it's all the way across the board.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we conscious, we vibing. You know what I'm saying? I know a whole bunch of other, but the masses sleep in a mother
Sleep.
blind. So they say the 85%ers
Sleep.
are the blind, deaf, and dumb. 10%ers, they know the truth, but keep it from the 85ers to keep them, right? And the 5%ers, the poor righteous teachers, are the ones that educated the 85ers, right? I believe that only 1% of the 5% is activated.
That's deep.
See, because the 5%ers, with time, they motherfucking deviate. I mean, motherfuckers I know been to the mountaintop, took a glimpse into heaven, and you see them now, you wouldn't be able. That's one thing about me, bro. I do my thing, but the God force is powerful.
Yeah.
I know who the fuck I am. It's certain shit I just can't do. Right?
Right.
So you know, it's just like, it's like, you know, you ask yourself questions like, shit, was COVID the purification? You know, like, or maybe even the chastisement. And the only problem with that, my mind comes back and say, no, I don't accept that because that shit ain't strike where the fuck it should have been.
Right.
Too many innocent, pure motherfuckers felt that wrath. So that ain't that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, but we evil, bro. I would reset this bitch in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. We evil, man. The way we treat our women, the way we go, you know, take to our children. You know, like motherfuckers say, I'm a super father. Yeah, because I don't even know my goddamn father. I probably walk past this nigga unless a spirit hit me. I wouldn't even know who the fuck this nigga is. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
So you know, and I know what that did to me. So with me and my son, it's like, what if a motherfucker do it right when he busting the nut? What if I'm busting this motherfucker in the name of God with all power and glory to be you as you evolve and come to life? What if I'm busting it with that intention and I'm talking to it and I'm praying on it in the womb, I'm feeding her the right shit, and he come out and he see father and father married to mama, and that what would become of this man?
Right. You know, I can relate a little bit on what you talking about. It was like my father. I didn't meet my real father till I was 24.
Why I'm feeling that is because if I ever met him, I would be like, I don't give a fuck about what happened.
Right. That's how I was.
What's up with you?
That's how
How
I
you
was.
doing? Give me a motherfucking hug.
He was like, he was like, you're not going. I said, I'm not about to hit you. I just wanted to see where I came from. That's all. He was like, you want to go to? I said, I can buy my own food. I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
At that time, I had a house that was over 300,000. You know, at that time, I said, hey man, I'm good.
Yeah.
You can come up, you come see my home, whatever. I would say, I don't need nothing from you.
Yeah, this ain't that.
Right. So it was like when he passed, I was gonna go. I didn't go to the funeral. I should have went. My brother, he made me feel. It's like, excuse the language. It's like, nigga, I don't want nothing. I don't need nothing from y'all. I'm good. So I didn't go. His sister called, was like, why you didn't come to the funeral? said, well, some of those supposed to be my siblings felt other ways.
Dig it.
So I said, we're going to leave this like how it is. I said, I don't know them,
Dig it.
and they don't know me. Only thing I know, he lives well, at that time, he was living in New York, and he was a bus driver. Do your job.
Dig it.
That's how I left it, and I never looked back.
So UcciKhan, what you got going on right now? Right this second.
Right now, at this moment, the majority of my work life is focusing on these kids, these young gangbangers.
Yeah.
I work in youth violence prevention and intervention, getting them resources and mentoring and whatever the fuck they may need to, not do that desperate thing to fuck up their whole life.
For sure.
It's some shit I would do for free. So to get paid to do it is a blessing. I got my own nonprofit. Our office is in the Samaritan building.
What is that called?
Raham, Raham, Detroit, Raham, Detroit.org.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the acronym: Response Able, Hands and Minds. If you're able to respond, you're responsible.
Sure.
And through that, I bought my old block where I called my case. We about to build a playground, breaking ground this summer. We provide housing for women who come out of prison, transitional housing, and kind of like all levels of shit, man. Like basically, come see me and we'll see how I can help you. So we to help people put out books. I help people with their music. I help people. We did probably already. It's just February. Help people start 3 LLCs and maybe 1 nonprofit.
Okay.
So we help people legitimize their business, especially formerly incarcerated people. You're looking for a job, but it might be you. I just LLC'd UcciKhan. I am the brand. I am the business. You know what I mean? My children is 6 and 2. They have an LLC. Big head billionaires.
That's sweet.
I'm finna do some merch and do some YouTube. But my son, he didn't, I don't like the word modeled. He done displayed several clothing lines. He done been in a couple commercials, few videos. Just getting them acclimated to business young. I was exposed to gangster shit young, and I took to gangster shit. So maybe if they exposed to business and functioning properly, they'd take to business and functioning properly, right? And that's it, man. And just, I keep some shit on the flow music-wise. I just dropped a song for my birthday, A Gangster's Holiday. Dope as shit to me. Again, I don't give a fuck,
I can't wait to hear it.
Oh, yeah, produced by Track Lab, Bootang, and Jigsaw. Both did the video.
So you get the video out right now?
Yep, the video out right now on YouTube, A Gangster's Holiday.
Well, we gonna play that next.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we gonna play on the way
Yeah.
out.
Show you right. Show you right.
For sure.
Yeah, it's been a groovy experience, man. I like what y'all doing here, man. Let me know how I can help support. I love supporting my people. I don't try to cut deals with my people, and in return, you get out what you put in, man. Yeah, man. Just bucking these odds, baby, and showing these cats that after fucked up decisions, after incarceration, after all that, you can come out and function, man.
Right.
You can come out and function. Shit ain't over, man. It ain't over. Just focus, stay with it, man. Find your own lane, man. Don't pay attention to what everybody else doing.
For sure. All right, I appreciate you for coming out
I'll show you
to
right.
the Winner Circle podcast.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for
I
having me.
you got Instagram or anything like that? Facebook?
UcciKhan, everything.
UcciKhan, everything.
UcciKhan. UcciKhan. The YouTube, the gram, book, everything. UcciKhan.
Make sure y'all follow UcciKhan and make sure that y'all get that that book. Where can they find that book at?
Amazon or get with me. The Passion of the Life. Yeah.
Or you can also DM about that book. Make sure y'all go check out that video too. Also, with Awesome Dre, Adidas. Make sure y'all check that out. And what's your other record again?
A Gangster's Holiday.
Boom. Make sure y'all check that out too.
All right, introduce it and we out.
Here it is. A little snippet of You Didn't Believe in Me, and then A Gangster's Holiday, produced by Track Lab, UcciKhan, HMI Entertainment, video by Jacody Films and Boot to the Dang.
Peace.
Fuck this trip, man.
You didn't believe in me.
Shut up.
You never thought of me.
There's something about it.
You didn't believe in me. When I was
God had his hand on the
you never thought of me. Back on my feet again.
It's the UcciKhan, all black UcciKhan. Tires miracle whip off the great poupon. Slums to the sun, kept it 100. Dirt like a dumb to a tom like bomb. Bombs with my thumbs, break bread with my crumbs. Flip the bird to the rich and sit bird with bums. Milk crate scoops to the shooting the life. Knife in my boot while I'm shooting the dice. 1738, only chase with dice. Want the lights and the life is the sacrifice. Say that price too tight, so you scared to bid. Well, I did the bid, then I'm on my shit.
Believe in me. When I was struggling,
With a
you
suit up.
never thought of me. Back on my feet, you didn't
Some big thing
believe in
shit.
me. When I was struggling, you never thought
Sing it
of
like a
me.
motherfucker.
Back on my feet again.
In the house, I convey unto you what the passion of the life is. At least you've been to that place where loss was the desire to
Don't
live.
look for me, I'm gone. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Fuck, don't think I'm wrong. I'm used to being alone. Plus everything I own, I got it on my own. I got it on my own. I got it on my own.
It's the weekend, it's my birthday. Powder my nose, put on some clothes, pull out the rose, flex on these hoes. Truth be told, I deserve it. Dues with bruises I paid, those opposed I sprayed. I made my bones in them days, early 90s, niggas them ways. I'm a east side, 05 nigga, Chi-Town, south side nigga. 7-4 to the world blow, I don't care who fold, I'm riding nigga. 75 my birth year, 46 out of 100 years. Not only have I been there, but Lord knows I've done it, yeah. Prayers from players, running from haters. Made us Greyhound skate on these snakes. Shaking what's fake and I take to what's real. You can tell how I grip it, it's a Mac on the wheel. From the back of the field, I'm cracking the seal. My life a movie, I'm a Mac for real. My motion slowed, sitting posting, smoking pole, then the phantom go.
Don't look for me, I'm gone. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Fuck, don't think I'm wrong. I'm used to being alone. Plus everything I own, I got it on my own. I got it on my own. I got it on my own.
Everything I own, I got it all on my own. Since my daddy left me alone, niggas in and out of my home. I took the hood, I repped it good. My mama cried, my niggas died. I went to jail, some still in jail. He doing the L, how you think he tell? Hell have no fear for the hate and pain I felt when I rode hard for my block, but I took it all by myself. She used to snatch my soul, but she took the stand, she told. We put our G's to our souls, but he took the stand and he told, nigga, cold world burned deep, but look at what it did forged. Strong, pretty, stay sharp, a sword made for the Lord. It's my birthday, salute me. Pop a bottle, let's toast. My motion slowed, sitting posting, smoking pole, then the phantom go.
Don't look for me, I'm gone. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Fuck, don't think I'm wrong. I'm used to being alone. Plus everything I own, I got it on my own. I got it on my own. I got it on my own.
Cheers. And though it's a celebration of self, it's still family over everything. So when it's my birthday, it's our birthday. Call it the gangsta's holiday.
Don't look for me, I'm gone. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Fuck, don't think I'm wrong. I'm used to being alone. But everything I own, I got it on my own.
The year was 1975. And here we are, 46 of 100 years later. Happy solar return to the god, UcciKhan. Cheers to time, health, wealth, power, and legacy.